If you don't want to be one of the 50% of businesses that fail within the first few years, then you need sales. Now the problem is most new business owners focus more on their products or other things instead of focusing on their marketing and their sales. While optimizing your product and service is something that you need to do, you can't get so caught up on it that you don't focus on your marketing and sales, because then you won't make any money. While you do need to optimize your products and services for your customers, you can't lose sight of building your business, because if you don't do that, you won't end up making any money. That's why today I'm going to show you how to have consistent revenue coming into your business so you can keep your doors open, keep paying your personal bills, and be able to get to that lifestyle that you're ultimately trying to achieve with your business. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do in order to get consistent revenue is to get your business in front of a lot of people consistently. While that might sound obvious, it's something that a lot of business owners, especially in the beginning, aren't doing. Now this is important because the more eyeballs you have on you, the more opportunities you have to make sales. Now the more consistently they see you, the more likely you are to get the sale versus your competitors. Because as you should know, there are a bunch of people that do what you do and sell what you sell that are also marketing to and selling to all of your prospective clients out there. So the more they see you, the more likely they are to do business with you. So one of the best ways to do this, to get in front of more people more consistently, is with content marketing. Now content marketing is where you are basically building a library of content for people to find. And this is done by posting on various different social media platforms and other methods like blogs and podcasts. But what you want to make sure you're doing is using video as the foundation or the base of everything that you're doing as far as content. Now, why am I saying video? It is the easiest way for people to build trust and to start liking you, because they can actually see you and get a feel for you and who you are and how your personality is. And because it's the easiest way that you can create a piece of content and have it broken down into other forms of content to go on other platforms and different mediums. Now, some additional tips for this content marketing and video content that you're going to create is to try to use newer platforms, because newer platforms are usually going to have a mass amount of people going to them. So that means there's a massive amount of eyeballs that are going to be there that you can potentially tap into. As you know, TikTok is pretty new, and when people started getting onto that platform, they started seeing exploding amounts of virality happening. A lot of people getting a lot of exposure, getting a lot of followers, getting a lot of sales by going to that new platform, which was trying to get more people more exposure so that they can have more people gravitating to the platform. Now, whether it be a new platform or an old platform like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you want to make sure that you're using any of the new features that are out there on the platforms, because each platform is going to push the exposure you get with new features in order to get more people to use those features. For example, because TikTok started letting people grow virally with the short videos, you saw Instagram implement Reels, YouTube implement Shorts, and they give people more exposure when they use those newer features that they added to the platform. Now, another thing you want to do is post on a consistent schedule, because by doing so, people will know when to expect your content to be out there, and then you will know how often you need to create content, and you can get in the habit of doing that and posting at certain times, on certain days, on certain platforms. And just the sheer amount of content that you're going to be putting out and a consistent basis that you're going to put it out, and people knowing when to find you and where to find you, is going to cause more people to gravitate your way. Now, a method that I don't see people commonly use is actually getting featured on the news, whether it be the local news or on a bigger platform. But it is a great way to add credibility from being seen on the news, and I mean having your business featured or an event that you're putting on featured on the news. So it adds credibility, and it also gets you in front a lot of eyeballs, and usually for not that great a cost or for no cost at all. Actually, in my Facebook group, 2-week notice, it's a group that I have to help people that are trying to quit their jobs and put in their 2-week notice and go full-time in business. I have an actual class that was done for free only for the group members, and I had an excellent speaker/teacher to actually show the group how they could get featured on the media for free. He went through the whole strategy But if you want to see that, you can actually go down below to the description and click to go to the 2-week notice Facebook group and join, where you'll find that free class. Another way of getting consistent revenue in your business is having a recurring revenue business model. Now, recurring revenue is important to have because it provides a base level of income that you will have coming in, and that will actually grow with each sale or new customer that you get. And that's because the customer is paying you over and over again on a monthly basis, or maybe more than that, but usually it's going to be a monthly basis, and you can see those profits and revenue start to grow. This is going to be much better than a one-time sale where you have to continuously get one-time sales in order to have that revenue coming in, and you won't have a consistent basis to know that you have X amount of dollars coming in every month. Now, this is a common thing in the credit repair industry and in other industries where people sign up for the service with you, and it might be something that takes months of time in order to complete the actual service, or maybe it's something that you just need to have the customer to continue to see you and service them on a continuing basis, and because of that they're paying you on a consistent basis. Now, let's say for instance you have a customer that's paying you $100 a month for the service that you provide. Well, all it takes is 10 customers, and then all of a sudden you have $1,000 coming in every month. Now, let's take that 10 customers that we got this month and let's go to next month. You still have that 10 customers, and let's say you sign up another 10 customers. Well, you already had the 1,000 coming in. Now you have 2,000 coming in on a monthly basis, and this is your foundation that you now have to work with. And of course, every month after that, if you continue to grow by the same amount of customers, or even better, start to get more customers in a monthly basis from improving your marketing, then you can start to see massive growth in your monthly income that is set to come in until those customers reach the end of their time span of service with you. So how can you implement this, especially if you don't already have a business model that is already set up to be recurring revenue coming in? Well, one thing you can do is you can always turn your current product or service that is a one-time deal into something that is recurring. For example, a lot of you guys might pay for the boxes that come in the mail where they deliver ingredients to you, and all you have to do is open up the box and then put the ingredients in the skillet or in the pot and then cook it, and then you have food, versus paying a chef to come and cook for you on a once here and there basis. So if you were a chef that does that, you could come up with an option where you actually have people to sign up for an ingredients for recipes that you have, and you send it to them on a monthly basis and they pay on a monthly basis. Also, let's say you're a chiropractor. With that, people usually come in for one-time service, but there's a chiropractic business called The Joint, and they actually have the option for a recurring payment where you get a certain amount of adjustments every month. So by offering a certain amount of a service within a month's time, a person just has to come in and claim the service, but they pay you on a monthly basis regardless. You can also do this with monthly coaching programs. You can do this with curated gift boxes. There are several options out there that you can do to try to implement this within your business. Now, another thing that you can do is offer a protection or kind of insurance for, let's say, a product that you offer your clients. And after they purchase the actual product, then they can insure it. And let's say as long as they pay the insurance, let's say it's like $5 a month or something like that, and the product breaks, or maybe they want to upgrade it to the newest product that you create later on down the line, they can pay for that insurance or that protection or whatever you want to call it, and then they can just go ahead and upgrade or get a replacement if something happens to it, and they're paying on a monthly basis just to have that insurance. I know Best Buy does something like this where they have their Geek Squad insurance, or at least they used to when I used to work there. And basically, if you had anything to break, then you would just pay a X amount of dollars for protection, and then of course you can just come in and do it, but you could have them to pay it on a monthly basis and have that recurring money coming in. Or maybe you sell something like fur coats and somebody might actually want to get their coat cleaned. They can have the monthly service fee that they pay, and they can come in and get their coat cleaned anytime. Now, none of these ways are the most passive way to have recurring income, but one thing that you could do to have passive recurring income is sell OPS, which is other people's stuff. Now, with this, it offers a great opportunity for you in your current business, because while you will be selling other people's stuff, what you're really doing is you're an affiliate of another company, and they can actually just tell you, hey, we have this product that we offer, and if you get other people to buy into it, and usually it's going to be they can buy into it at a discount, you don't upcharge them any extra for it, and then they can get a deal, you can get a commission, and they would actually give you a piece of the profit, and that's how you would make money off of commissions. And with that particular model, you don't have to actually service the customer, you don't have to actually talk to them on the phone to close the deal. All you have to do is just get them over to a link usually, and if they sign up and buy, then you get the commission. You don't have to service them or do anything else. That's a more passive way of getting some recurring revenue coming in. Not to mention, the company that you're an affiliate of, they might offer a service that might be a little bit too more complex for you to offer, or it might be a complimentary service or a product that you aren't looking into building into, but would be a good fit to go alongside what you already offer. And now you can offer something that's added benefit to your customer that you would not have readily or currently been offering, and you get a commission off of it, and you don't have to do any of the work. A lot of people build recurring revenue like this because there are a lot of affiliate programs that do offer recurring commissions based on the people that you sign up with them versus the one-off commission for each individual sale. Another way to get consistent revenue in your business is to increase your customer LTV, which is lifetime value. And this boils down to increasing how much value you're able to deliver to the customer, which also increases how much money you're able to make per customer. And the reason why you want to do this is because it's easier and more cost efficient to increase the value of a current customer versus trying to find a new customer, which is going to cost more because you have to go through the whole marketing system to get a new customer versus having somebody that already likes you and wants to spend money with you. So I'll go ahead and show you two ways that you can achieve this. The first is going to be email marketing. Now, if you've ever signed up to be on anybody's email list to get a coupon at the places that you shop most commonly online, or if you have, people that you've opted into their courses and products, you might be getting emails from other people, from other entrepreneurs, other businesses. So you might have already seen something like this, and you're going to implement that in your business. Now, essentially what you're doing here is sending emails within a certain sequence, and in that sequence, you're going to be nurturing and actually selling to prospects and customers who have already opted in to your funnel somewhere. So you're accomplishing this on the back end after someone has already showed interest in what you offer. Now, this will help you increase your customer acquisition as well as retention just by sending a few emails a week. Now, this may sound like work to you that you would have to do, but it's definitely worth it, because at the end of the day, the ROI, return on investment, that you get from email marketing is $40 to every dollar that you spend on the marketing service as far as the email service goes. Now, that $40 per dollar is a lot higher than most other methods that business owners try to use, such as $22 for every dollar that you spend for SEO and $17 for every dollar that you spend for keyword ads. So here are a few different types of email sequences that you can send that are actually very profitable that you can implement in your business. One is going to be a welcome email sequence where you welcome the customer to your email list and to your world of what you offer. And compared to standard email open rates, which is about 20%, welcome email open rates are around 69%. And with emails, the more people you get to open, the more people you get to see your offer, and the more likelihood you have to get a sale. Now, you also want to implement abandoned cart emails, which is where somebody had a item or product of yours, they took it to the shopping cart, but they didn't end up checking out, or maybe they opted in for something and they didn't end up taking the next step or action. You can send them emails, sending them back to try to finish and convert into the product or service that you offer. Now, abandoned cart emails are known to increase actual orders by 69%. That's not the open rate for the email, that's the actual conversion of the sale. Now, another thing that you can use these emails for is to actually distribute your content. So if you create videos, if you have blog posts, if you have a podcast, you can use your email list to actually send emails to your customers and then send them the content that you want them to have, because maybe you have a lot of content out there and they may not have seen everything. You can send them emails for the ones that you specifically want them to see, that are going to be important to them, to help them overall, or to get you closer to a sale. Overall, email marketing is going to be super important because it gives you direct access, a direct line of communication to your potential customers and your customers, versus relying on the algorithms and any changes, or if a social media site was to just become down one day and you don't have any way to reach out to customers, you will already have have people that are interested in what you do on a list that you can contact whenever you want, however you want, and you can ensure yourself that they're going to see your message because you don't have to rely on an algorithm. Now, if you are interested in actually getting a already put together email sequence that you can just plug in your information and then start using it, I actually use ActiveCampaign for my email service, and they have a 14-day trial. So I'm going to put a link in the description where you can get a copy of an email sequence that I use to actually generate sales, and you can just implement that into an ActiveCampaign account with the 14-day trial. Test it out and see how it works. Again, I'll put a link to that in the description, so check that out. Now, the second way you can increase the lifetime value of a customer is to actually use the thank you pages that pop up after a person has opted in to your giveaway, your lead magnet, or if they've already made a purchase from you. Now, you've seen these pages before. They might tell you, hey, thank you for opting into this, or thank you for getting this product. We wanted to also let you know about this other product, which can also help you with the problem that you're dealing with. Now, this is a great opportunity to go ahead and offer this to a prospect or a customer because they've already spent money, so they're already in a good time, in a good place, usually to be spending money for something, and they have already decided that they want to try to solve a problem. So this is the best time to see if they either want to go from a free opt-in that you gave them to actually getting maybe a low-end product, or seeing if they want to upgrade from that low-end product to get something that's going to help them more by just paying a few more dollars. This is a method that I see underutilized, so this is definitely a strategy that you want to implement, because at that time of opt-in or purchase, that is the best time to try to see if you can increase the value of that customer. Now, this next way to have consistent revenue coming in is to have diverse streams of revenue. Now, don't get this confused with revenue sources, because a source would be like a main piece of revenue, like your business that you have coming in. What you want to have is different streams coming in that are all within that same business. Now, the reason this is important is because while you might have one major stream of revenue that comes in through your business or through one of your streams, it might be that certain times of the year one stream doesn't do as well as the other, and then you would have other streams of income coming in that will actually pick up the slack where that particular form of revenue might be lacking for a time. This was very relevant for me in my credit repair business, because basically in certain seasons, usually the colder seasons, there weren't a lot of people that would sign up for a credit repair service. They're more worried about the holidays and spending money on stuff like that. And even sometimes over the summertime, you would see a drop off or not as many people signing up because they're trying to go travel and do different things with their families. So because of that, what I did was I relied on something I mentioned earlier, other people's stuff, using affiliate marketing to actually have different products that I didn't have to service, that I could actually have a consistent stream of money coming in. So even though slower seasons will come during the year, I would know that I still had a set amount of money that would be coming in from other products that I offer to my clients that complemented the service that I provided. Now, a few different ways that you can do this is, of course, by creating different types of products. So just look at whatever types of products you currently offer and then see if you can add in these others I'm going to mention. Of course, you have your service-based products that you could implement. You have your digital products and you have physical products. So again, if you have one of these already, you can just implement one of the others and try to create something that you think would complement what you already do, and just add this in so that you can have a different type of product that might do better in seasons where your main product may not do so well. And also, you could do what I did and become an affiliate of a company that's already out there, that already has a product or service put together, and then you can just offer that product and then have extra money coming in from the sales and commissions from that product that can supplement and pick up the slack where need be, in addition to your main stream of income that you have coming in. So far, I've mentioned 4 different ways that you can get consistent revenue coming into your business, but you definitely need to know how to attract leads so that you can start getting people into the first half of your funnel and start making that money. So I'm going to send you over to this next video, which is going to help you to actually capture leads. I'm going to show you how I got 5,000 plus leads. So go to that video and get the next step.